Happy Sims, and we are back with more Hakuoki Kyoto wins at the end of Kazama's route. I did not think it was going to be this short, but it is what it is. So, he didn't have a lot of scenes. We're at the end, we're in the final chapter, so we're going to get our good ending, and then we're going to go back through and, we're going to go chapter 5 and do the bad endings. But anyway, final chapter, good ending. I went with Sen to a village situated in a mountain pass near Kyoto. There was a serene aura that permeated the air of this village, setting apart from any other village I had ever visited. We were here with Iba. For some reason, nostalgia had washed over me. So this is a demon village.
It's this building, just over here. The others have already gathered, so let's make our way.
Sen took me into an ornate building in the very back of the village. As I stepped inside... Took you long enough? You were with her, weren't you, Kazama? Hey, sweetheart. What a way to start the new year, am I right? Well, I saw it coming, though. Shiranui, Amagiri... In a good mood, are we, Shiranui? Well, for the Choshu, this war has been everything we wished for and then some. Kinda sucks they needed the Satsuma to help them out, though. So, a senseless conflict fought over absolutely nothing is something they wished for? Well, maybe not maybe the humans are dealing with more than we think. They have priorities other than defending their clans, unlike the demons. You're starting to sound like one of them.
Okay, why don't we leave it there, shall we? Let's get started. Spacey, this conversation may be a little difficult for you to have with us.
Fear not. I think she's a little tougher than you give her credit for. She and I just battled Kyoto, the head of the Nagumo clan, and their pathetic band of furies.
With Kyoto and Kaoru and Nagumo? So, can I assume that means you understand a good amount of what's going on now?
Yes.
Well then, as you may know, with the help of Kaoru Nagumo, Kyoto has continued his experiments with the water of life in the west. It seems like they're trying to create an army in order to rebuild the Yukamura village. However, for them to sustain the amount of furies they have, they'll need many lives to feast. So currently they're heading to
the next site of the war. Ito, is that right?
Exactly.
Okay, I think we've heard enough. We're going to head there immediately and wipe out every single one of those furies. Kazama shot up proudly, glancing toward the exit to leave the room. Okay, this is gonna hurt. I feel like this is Ryoma's rattle over, like, I'm gonna kill all the furies, including all of the Shinsengumi furies, and you're like, ooh, but I'm not gonna be able to let you do that! Because some of them are my boyfriendos. Like, I can't. And this is just like, I'm gonna kill them all. Oh, we're gonna have to kill our friends! I don't like it. Kazama shot up proudly, glancing toward the exit to leave the room. Please wait! I stood up. I'll go with you. He's like, why? Because I kind of love you, maybe, I guess. I don't know, whatever. Like, with me? Are you serious? Or does the fact I've kicked your friends' asses over and over again not matter anymore? Well, true, Kazama seemed to have loved antagonizing the Shinsengumi. But even so, there was a peculiar way he made me feel as we'd spent time together the past few days. He may not necessarily understand much about the human world, but I'm learning to see Kazama as someone who holds his principles to a higher standard than others. Oh my god, you're demonizing him. Aww, that's so cute. He's like, such an asshole, and you're like, fucking prick, and now you're like, oh, he's like an actual person, but not a person because he's a demon. But it's like, you know what I mean? Aww, cute. He's not the marshmallow, though. That's fucking Hijikata, okay? He's the non-glasses wearing asshole, basically. Please, let me go with you. He's actually really even not, because the glasses asshole is usually... Whatever, I hate you. And he's been chasing us trying to get some of our ass, like, for the whole fucking thing. So it's really weird, but it's bizarre. It's like a weird combination of characters here. In the past, you've been an enemy of the Shinsengumi, but even I can agree that the Furies and the Water of Life need to be destroyed. If Father and his army of Furies were eventually going to cross swords with the Shinsengumi, then it was obvious that serious blood would be shed. and the thought of losing more friends, like I did Inoue, was something I couldn't handle.
Spacey!
Sen seemed surprised to see me behave this way to Kazama, and she looked at me with wide eyes. She's like, "Are you like in love with him?" But eventually,
I'm gonna make this request of you as well, Kazama. Please allow her to join you.
what?
With you by her side, I'm certain that you have what it takes to keep her safe.
Yeah, of course he would, because he wants to fuck us. What? I mean, marry us. I mean, breed with us. What? Look at you out of his face. He's like, what? Oh, come on, princess. Are you serious? It's like throwing a bunny into a lion's den.
I want to honor her mission to stop her clansmen from committing any more egregious sins.
Oh my god.
Any more egregious sins against our people.
It was really hard to say that in her voice. I don't know why.
As long as she's beside Kazama, then I have faith she'll live to see it through.
I see. So everyone finally catches on to what I've been saying all along. That I can protect Yukimura. Look at the sexy look on his face, that bastard.
What? How dare you make this about yourself? Listen up, will you? I'll beat you. Well, please stay safe on your journey. If anything happens, I shall have Kimigiku act as a messenger on my behalf.
Right. Thank you so much, Sen.
Kazama, please be sure to watch out for her. If you let any harm come to her, then you know what punishment will await you.
Who the hell do you think you're speaking to? You think I'd hurt my future wife?
What is with your obsession of marrying her? You're simply acting as her bodyguard.
Oh, Spacey, there was something I wanted to tell you. Huh? Afterwards, Kazama and I found ourselves alone at Osaka Bay. My future wife? And you're like, thank God he brought it up again. The romance! In quotes, there's like no romance in this path at all. This is less romance. This is actually less romance than Saito's path. Shocking. Anyway, a gigantic ship as big as a whale sat in the dock. According to what Kimigiku had said to me, the ship belonged to the men of the Shinsengumi. To think that they were driven from Kyoto, where they lived almost 5 years now. I wonder, 4, almost 5. That was me. Can't blame Tim for that. I wonder how all of them are doing right now. My heart clenched heavily in my chest as I realized how much I missed them. I bet the road ahead for them is going to be a long, bloody one. And it's inevitable that some of them will die, if not flee at the first sign of danger. However, yours is no longer their path. Yours in no longer... Fuck you, Tim. All that you can do now is hope that whatever bad news gets to you in time. Are you ready for that? Yeah. I made up my mind a long time ago. If the Shinsengumi kept their resolve to fight, even as things seemed bleak, then I need to keep mine too. I must complete my mission. I must defeat my father and brother. I guess, in my own way, it was like I was still helping the Shinsengumi from afar. Let's get going. Time's wasting. Okay. I glanced once more to take one last look at the black ship as it began to sail away, and I quickly followed behind Kazama. For our trip to Ito, Kazama brought a horse for us to ride. Kazama put his foot on the saddle, plopping himself on the horse's back, then reached his hand to me. I stared at his coarse hand for a moment, but then I placed my hand in his. He grabbed me tightly, pulling me up with him. Look at that face! God, he's pretty. Yeah, that's right, cut her out. No, cut her out. We just want to see him on a horse. Hold on tight. If you don't, you'll fall right off. Okay. And she's got to derp it up and ruin it. I answered him confidently, but I'd never actually ridden a horse before. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't confident. I had no idea where my weight should go or where to put my hands or feet. So if I didn't want to fall off, then I had to grab tightly onto Kazama. You're not holding tight enough. Tighter. I'm gripping you tightly, though. Now that I thought about it, I've never actually been this close to a man before either. Girl. And who knows what Kazama could be thinking right now. He's riding a horse. Well, just thinking about it made me feel sheepish atop this horse, and I became a little quieter as I attempted to retreat inside of myself. As soon as we hit Ito, we're going straight for Kyoto. If I'm right, I'm probably going to meet with domain leaders to plan for the next attack on the Shogun. In fact, they've probably already met with some of those bastards already. Who thought that Kazama would be your knight on the white steed, right? Like, who thought? Like, honestly, there's never been a horse in this whole game, so I wasn't really expecting a horse. But, like, out of all of them, if you were like, who's going to be the guy that's going to, like, carry you away on horseback? Wasn't expecting this. Right. In order to rebuild the Yukamura village, Father and Kaoru said they needed to gain power. God damn it, Tim. By helping to overthrow the shogunate. In order to gain power, however, Kazama said great sacrifices needed to be made. So I must do whatever I can to stop them. Holding on to this newfound resolve, I tightly embraced Kazama as we galloped for the east. Okay, that's romance right there. I embraced him. Well, sure. Yeah, his route was really fucking short. Like, really short. And he's one of the originals. Like, you could romance him in the first part of the game. Like, again, I'm pretty sure Soma, Ryoma, and Iba are the only 3 that they added. Which you can tell, kind of, because they had more romance than anybody else up at this point. So it was like, we're going to give you some romance because blah, blah, blah. You know, it's like, I don't know. So we'll let this go. Let this play. Let it play, let it play, let it play. I want to see something. So I'm just going to back off. Yeah, that first one is like nice. Let's see. I was actually just looking to see if he's been in any other games that we played, because that's what we're going to start doing now, but I don't think he has now. He's done a lot of voices in a lot of games, but none that we've played. But I do have... He does a voice in The Charming Empire, and I'm pretty sure I have that one on Steam, to be honest with you. This game looks cool. Ooh, his character in this game looks cute, but I bet it's in Japanese, huh? It'll be like in French. What? Anyway. How dare you? But you know what? It's one of those like, hey, if we could buy even in Japanese, we're learning Japanese, we can read it someday. I'm not saying that'll ever happen. I'm trying, but like, holy crap. Oh, we have diabolic levers to try to play Japanese. Dude, that is going to be so fucking hard. The good thing about that is there were at least guides for that one, so let me guess. I've spent 4 years with the Shinsengumi. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. January 1868. The Battle of Toba Fushimi ended with the Satsuma and Choshu victorious. I can't believe that. Out of all the other times, this has never happened. As the shogunate troops retreated, the Shinsengumi headed towards Edo. 4 years ago, I came to Kyoto all by myself in search for my father and met the Shinsengumi. I'm going to leave the city of Kyoto where I made fond memories with the Shinsengumi. He's committed himself to stopping my father, and I've chosen to walk alongside him. We're going to head to Edo without knowing what fate awaits us. Oh, this game looks so cute. Like, this other one. Oh, but it's like one of those, like, of course, like. But it's only in Japanese. They need to, like, start, like, especially games that came out even a few years ago. If you're like, this came out in, like, 2015. It's been 3 years. There's enough time to, like, you know. Record of service. We are going to go Kazama's story. Begin the story. Low romance. That's what we want. Yes, bitch! Oh, low romance. Hold on. I gotta get my guide back. Okay. So, when it comes up, we're gonna skip. So we'll just skip this. We already read that. We already read this, so why is it doing this? We've already read those 2 lines. Those were exactly the same. Okay, game, you're weird. Game, you weird. We say I might be a monster. A monster? What they said had some truth to it. Even if I was covered in bullet holes, I was still alive, and they saw my wounds heal unnaturally. Clearly, I was no ordinary human. However, thanks to these monster powers, I may have been able to avenge Inoue. I want to go to Japan and, like, hope that in some... Like, hold on. I grip my Kodachi tightly, getting into a ready position before charging at the gang of soldiers. Here they come! Fire! Ugh. Another barrage of bullets tore through almost every inch of my body, and I endured the pain. Normally you only get one choice, but no, we have to do both choices, so we're not gonna die yet. Flinching slightly, I stepped forward again. Holy shit! No matter how many rounds we fire, they just keep healing! I knew it! It's a monster!
Kill it now! Kill it with fire!
Then out of nowhere, a pure-blooded demon girl who takes more pain from human insults than bullets. Don't listen to these lowlives. Their opinions are worthless to you. That voice. Oh. It's beautiful. I just want to go to Japan and, like, and just buy a fuck ton of, like, Otome games that are in Japanese that you can't get anywhere else. Because I have a feeling like there's so much, like, even, it doesn't matter if they're a few years old, you can probably find them. And as opposed to, like, here, like, I'm gonna go on Amazon. Oh, well, it's like $100. I bet I can find it in a store somewhere in Japan. Like, I bet I can. Like, because, like, most people aren't buying games that aren't in fucking English. You know what I mean? So, like, anyway. Because I'm Koto's daughter. I'm Koto Yukamura's daughter. Look, I don't think that man has any intention of listening to whatever you have to say. But whatever. Do as you like. However, if he doesn't listen to you, I'm not holding back, understood? Okay. If I wanted Kazama to refrain from killing my father, then it was imperative for me to get father to admit his wrongdoing and repent. Father, let's stop all of this. Why are you so set on reviving our clan? Can't we just go back to Edo and live the life we used to? Spacey, you don't know what humans are capable of. I don't remember the voice I gave him. Like, literally, like, what, an hour ago? I don't know. You have seen for yourself what happens when humans let their natural instincts guide them. Immediately, I thought of those murderous traitors who killed Inoue. Sure, if all humans were truly like that, then I could see where father was coming from, but most humans aren't like that, right? There were so many kind people we knew back in Edo, remember? Well, that's only because they thought we were humans, the same breed as them. When you see how they react when they find out we are demons, I'm sure that you wouldn't feel the same way. Father, it seems like this conversation's going nowhere. I saw that coming. Okay, now we're gonna die. Go hide behind the tree or something. I'll handle them. After turning away from me, Kazama curled his lip, then he charged for the Furies. He moved gracefully, slashing through the Furies as their blood splattered like rain around him. Their injuries, as expected, healed immediately. However, even so, it just made it so Kazama would incline himself to inflict even harsher wounds upon them. Watching the display of his awesome technique took my breath away. Just then... Spacey, are you sure you don't really want to come with us? Kazama can stand on his pedestal and look down at us for using the serum to create Furies. What other choice do we have to obtain the land for us to rebuild our village and our people? I had no idea what happened to the Yukamura clan or why reviving our people was so important, but there was one thing I knew for sure. I don't think we should rely on that serum. I understand your desire to create a space where you can live safely from the threat of humans, but that doesn't give you the right to put the lives of others in danger, don't you think? I see. You're quite the kind-hearted soul, Spacey. You must have had so many people love you, even until now. So many. I Except for me. Huh? Kira's voice suddenly shook with so much anger, and when I looked up, ugh, a sharp pain pierced through my heart. Kyoru had stabbed me with his kodachi, the daitsuren, and the steel felt cold in my chest. Daisuren. Daisuren. Kyoru! Why? My body felt suddenly weak, and I felt lightheaded as I fell slowly to the ground. How can you ask me why? I've loved you as a brother for so long. So if I can't have you in my life, then what else can I do but kill you? His words made no sense to me. That makes sense to anybody. All I could understand was I could no longer do anything to stop my father or reunite with the Shinsengumi. My vision went dark. And we did. Fin. Fin. I gotta use fin. Isn't it like French? Or is it Latin? I'm assuming it's French. I always thought it was French. Like fin. It. It's just really funny. Oh shit. I forgot to make a save before Koto's daughter, didn't I? Damn it! Oh man, we're gonna have to do the whole thing again. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I forgot to make a save. You're supposed to save. And I was just like, wasn't thinking, and I just, okay, so we're gonna have to skip through this whole motherfucking thing. I'm so sorry. Okay, or unrequited love it. I was supposed to make a save after we said I might be a monster, like before we chose Koto's daughter. So it's okay. We're really only 20 minutes into this part and like whatever, so just buy us a little time to skip through all this shit again. Whatever! Yeah, no. That's like one of my things when I think about like traveling to Japan someday. I'm like, I cannot wait to find a store and just buy all the Romance Yotome games. Legit gonna buy them all. I'm gonna come home with a fuck ton of them. We're supposed to say, I might be a monster. And then when we said the thing, we said, I'm the head of the Yokomura clan, you motherfuckers! And then we get an unrequited love ending. So, blah, blah, blah. Kazama probably doesn't let us go with him when he's gonna go. And we get to stay with Sen. Or we run off here and we never know if he died or not. He's probably gonna leave us behind. I'm the head of the Yokomura clan. Okay. Here we go. Now is the unrequited love ending. Sorry. Nothing to worry about. No matter how many Furies he's got, a fake's a fake. There's no way they can stop a real demon. He is so gonna die. Kazama gracefully stood in front of them. The Furies, whose eyes burned with intense bloodlust, all rushed for Kazama at once. The difference in power, however, was unmistakable. Kazama's movements far surpassed anything humans were capable of, tearing through the Furies with extraordinary precision and strength. Kazama splattered blood throughout the forest like summoning rain through a dance, and cries of anguish echoed around us. Revel in the bloodlust, Demon Spacey. What? After no time at all, Kazama slayed every single Fury, and he glared angrily at Kyoru and Father. So, looks like it's just us now, doesn't it? Despite your crimes against our people, I shall show you mercy because we're kin, and I'll make your trip to the afterlife as painless as I can. Kin, huh? Where were you when your kin had their village destroyed? You did nothing to help us back then, and all you did was watch our people suffer. It's always someone else's problem. You were blessed to have been left untouched. How dare you judge us when we've lost everything? You think you're just carrying out your duties as some demon lord, then? Ooh, crazed. I don't need to prove anything to you! Okay, Kyoru, you cannot kill Kazama. I'm just not going to allow that to happen, because you suck, and he's cool. Kyoru unsheathed his kodachi, and he lunged for Kazama, but Kazama anticipated the path of the strike and met it with a fierce block. I hope he stabs Kyoru. I really do. I was waiting for it to keep going, and I had to click, apparently. I'm sure Kyoru was a skilled swordsman in his own right, but it was obvious Kazama was a far superior one. And this is the Demon of the East? Your family's as famous as the Kazama clan. But this is all you got? Sure, I can feel sympathy for the tragedy your family had to overcome. But that doesn't mean I can just let your sins go unpunished for creating fake demons. Kazama readied the sword in his right hand, preparing his stance to strike. And then... Kazama, no! Gah! The chilling sound of flesh being torn asunder was followed by Kaoru's splattering upon the floor. Who cares? He's a dick, Spacey. Why would you care? As a sharp edge slashed through his body, Kaoru dropped to the floor. You're next, Koto. Kazama pointed his sword towards my father, which dripped with Kaoru's fresh blood. Do what you will. You mistake my goal of restoring my family's legacy with some sort of self-centered pursuit. My desire to revive the Yukimura clan is something I do not believe I should be ashamed of as a demon. Please wait! I couldn't remain an idle spectator this time, and I jumped out to protect my father. Please, spare my father. I know my father has done is hard to forgive. However, even with all of the sins my father has committed, he's the only family I have left. He's like, I'll make you my family. Father tenderly patted my shoulder. I looked back at him, quivering nervously, and he smiled back at me. It's fine, Spacey. Father? Even if Kaoru and I both die, as long as you shall live, the Yukimura name shall go on. However, you should carefully watch what kind of principle is being used to punish us. Is that all you have to say? In the next moment, Kazama raised his blade to swing. Kazama, you can't! As I screamed out to him, I saw the flash of his blade, followed by my father's severed head fly from the top of his body. Well, it's disturbing. Suddenly then I blacked out. When I came back to my senses, I realized I was with Kimigiku, and I was in a demon village, hidden in a mountain that was close to Kyoto. I feel like the unrequited love is like, we don't love him. Like,
Spacey, quite the lovely day today. Want to step outside?
Sen, sorry, I don't think I could bring myself to...
I see. However, after all you've been through, I suppose I cannot blame you. However, I am glad. If Kimigiku hadn't happened to stumble upon you, who knows what would have become of you?
Because Kazama just fucking left us? Like, what a dick. Kimigiku had been ordered by Sen to check on the various happenings in their vicinity when she had randomly found me passed out on a mountain path.
I am curious as to why Kazama would have left you there without taking you for himself. Based on past experiences, I was certain that he would have captured you, if not by force. Perhaps he had been feeling some guilt about the whole situation.
Kazama, a man who murdered my father and my brother. I could understand the reasons behind why he felt compelled to do so. Their actions were inexcusable to demons and mankind alike. But even so, they were the only family I had.
Supposedly, both Kyoto and Osaka have fallen under the control of the Satsuma and the Choshu, and the Shinsengumi has made their journey back to Edo. It seems that this war is only beginning.
The moment I'd heard her mention the Shinsengumi, I jumped. However, there's no way I could return to them now. How could I? Sen must have noticed the worry on my face, and she tried to comfort me.
As long as you're here, you need not worry. Even during the time of the Onin War, the Yase village had been spared from the fighting.
Onin War. Onin War? Hey, Sen, there's something I need to talk with you about.
Of course. What is it?
When the city speaks. When the city speaks, guys! So you can count that on your board. That is, when the city speaks is when they put the wrong name on the thing. Because, again, the best one ever was when we were in Code Realize and it was London was talking to us. And you're like, oh, sure, the city's talking to us. Okay, whatever. So here you go. I know it's not the city. You know what I'm saying. Anyway. Kazama said that the Furies and the Water of Life go against the law of demons. But my father said that he was only working to restore the legacy of my family. So as a demon, is it Kazama who's right? Or was it my father? Sen seemed to contemplate this for a while as she thought to herself quietly. I knew that it wasn't really the easiest question to answer.
Although all of us are demons, each clan carries with it its own history and traditions that are carried upon differently. The Yukimura clan suffered the catastrophic loss of their village, yet my clan has thrived for ages. Naturally, our desires and how we work to achieve changes from clan to clan.
And how we work to achieve said desires, or them, changes from clan to clan.
So it would be impossible to say one side is right. However, if there's one thing every single clan has in common, it is, no matter the era, it's against the code of our people to interfere with the matters of mankind. That is how our people have always lived.
Princess Sen, chief of the Yasei clan, who had been living in Kyoto since ancient times. A wind blew through the room where Sen and I were speaking, as if responding to her answer. The place where I had been born. I wonder if the Yukimura village was at all similar to this place. Father, brother, where could I go from here? Well, certainly not with Kazama, because he just fucking left you. He gotta be feeling like shit is all I'm saying. Like, because he just always wanted you to be his wife. My future wife, my future wife, my future wife. I'm just gonna leave her in the dirt. It's kind of like fucked up. I don't really count that as a like unrequited love ending in a way, because it's like he just left you. Like, I don't think you'd be like, you know what? Fuck you, dude. That's it. Done. Anyway. Okay, we can skip that. We don't need to listen to that ending. So, let's go check out our thingamajiggers. Fiend. Fa, fo, bom, et. Finite. Finite, cantata. Nothing. I'm not doing Harry Potter spells over here. Boop. So, the only persons we should have not completed. I wonder if others. I want to see something. Oh, whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. Ooh, wait. We're missing a couple. Probably in a. But we should have everybody else's. Everything of everyone's. Because we've gone down all the routes. I just wanted to see that, like, quickly before we get into Kazama's. I feel really sad that, like, oh, they don't love Sanin. I love Sanin. I don't really love Yamazaki either, but, like, he seemed like such a side character. For fuck's sake, even Iba and Soma get more fucking shit than Sanin. Like, jeez. Ugh, Ryoma. Anyway. Oh, fuck. You know why? Son of a bitch. Alright, I'm gonna stop. I'll be right back. It's because the game didn't save when I fucking went through, and it didn't say. I gotta go through, and I've gotta play the entire fucking thing. The entire fucking. I'll be right back. I will get these. I will be back in a minute. Oh, okay. So, 20 minutes later, we have them. Yay! My god. Okay, hold on. Only the first one and the last one. Okay. Have, differences. Like, this is just pretty. I kind of like the original one where he's like looking off into the distance, but he's so happily stabbing us in the face. But he's looking at her like, yeah, want a piece of that.
All of the demons.
Eyebrows. I'm really sad. That one could have been really, really cool because she actually doesn't look totally stupid, but he looks like a Muppet and looks awkward. They didn't do him justice there. It's disappointing. It's a touching moment we had with him, though. And that one, he's kind of sexy. He's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm gonna take you away. And she's like, ah! That was actually kind of nice. He, like, rescues our ass. Oh, it's kind of sweet. You rescued us. I mean, his route wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It was just a little disappointing, honestly. You're like, there was really nothing. Like, okay, I'm sorry. What is with this bear claw going on here? Like, I mean, I know what his hand, like, he's got his fingers folded under, but, like, that hand is, like, 2 times larger than it should be, is all I'm saying. It's, like, out of proportion, and it looks like a paw, not a hand. That's fucking creepy. It's fucking weird. Oh my god. Anyway. Oh, whoop. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Sorry. What's the... Wait. Hold on. What's the difference? Her face... Oh, her face. From like, to like, and he just looks the same. So that's it. I mean... I don't know. Like, 2.5 parts for his? Like, I feel a little... disappointed. I was expecting so much more out of his. You know what I mean? We got more out of like Iba, Soma, and Ryoma. Like, we actually got more out of Yamazaki, and he is such a side. I know he's like been in the game, and he was one of the romanceable characters from like the beginning, but he's such a motherfucking side character. Like, I don't know. I was really expecting a little bit more from Kazama's route, to be honest with you. But then again, they've set our expectations pretty high at when we started doing Soma and Ryoma, like the guys they added in after. They kind of set your expectations a little higher. Like, yeah, and then we forgot that the original guys, you get no romance. Like, you got like no romance. Aside from like Okita being like, I'm gonna kill you. And you're like, oh, I love you too. Or like Saito touches your hand and like, dude, Saito had more romance than Kazama's. All I'm saying. The most we got out of him was like I would let my future wife get hurt. And you're like, that's not... I don't know. I expected more. I did. But, you know, we still have Edo Blossoms. We'll always have Edo Blossoms, where that's where all the real romance is happening, and that's where finally we're not going to get cock-blocked. You better not fucking cock-block me, game, because I know there's some kisses in there. I've seen one of the CGs of, like, the kiss, so, like, at least we get it from one of them, so... One of my favorites. I've seen that one. I haven't seen the rest of them. I don't want to see them, but... that was purely by accident. But anyway, yeah, so, well, anyway, when we come back tomorrow for you, probably a couple days for me, we're gonna meet Ichigata! But we're playing the game from scratch, from the very beginning. We're playing the entire game all the way through. We're going to use the guide, obviously, to get down Hijikata's good route. So we're going to basically be reading everything. So we'll see all of our guys again, the whole story again, and we'll go down Hijikata's path. So I'm estimating that will take us probably through the rest of the month and probably into November because, let's see, where are we? I'm thinking this is where we are. So we have... Okay, if his part goes about... Well, okay, so Saito took about 14 parts. That would lead us probably, if I'm on the right number, I don't know what episode this is right now if I'm looking at it, but we would probably finish on Halloween. Happy Halloween, guys. So yeah. Oh my god. That's like 2 weeks. So from when you're watching this, it's like 3 weeks actually, like a week ahead. But actually I'm a little bit more than that. But anyway, so it could potentially end on the 31st, or it could go like the 1st or 2nd. It really depends on how long it takes us to read them. Like, you know, me with the rambling and all that stuff like that. But Saito's path, and there could be a lot more. I mean, Saito's path, we read everything straight through. We didn't skip anything, obviously. And that took about 14 parts. So I would guess roughly the same. So estimation is end of October. And then we'll be going into Edo Blossoms. So holy shit. I can't believe it's going to be fucking November. I mean, I know. I'm like ahead of record and it's not anywhere near. It's like still the beginning of fucking October, okay? At this point, but it's still like, oh my god! When you record ahead just to make sure you have content and you're like, okay, I'm going to prepare and this should be like, and you're planning ahead, like even just a month ahead, you're like, fuck, it's November already. Oh my god. That's going to be Christmas. Holy shit. Can't believe it's fucking October. Oh my god. Anyway, yeah, so tomorrow, Hijikata, and we'll start probably from the prologue, I'm guessing. Start from the beginning to the prologue as if we're starting the whole game all over again and go from there. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.